I have questions because far as rape kids from the victims, like they didn't rape kids on the victims to at least to know if it was any type of DNA from the perpetrator, or again due to the I wonder if that should be done by default. um but at the same time, like as soon as the officers got to find that they were sex workers, they should have thought of that. You know what I mean? If it was any type of indication of that they were sex workers, you know what I'm saying? By the time they identify them, like did they had a record of it or whatnot, they would tell investigators like, listen, we need to do a rape kit ASAP, see if we find any type of DNA in them or whatnot, which I believe it should have got done, right? And especially if being sex workers, like did they got murder before or after sex? That's information within a criminal investigation is very, very important. It sounds a little sick, but in criminal investigations, that's the most. Jane said a type question mark. Were they all prostitutes? Jane, yes. To answer that question, unfortunately, the allegations are that they were all prostitutes, like they were all sex workers. They actually documented even in this video. Help me run the say he's a sick freak and cops were involved. You know what? I totally agree with that because we just seen the web search, and we could tell that he has like a dark freaky on him within the porn stuff, and then the blueprint or whatnot, which it looks to me that that was more of a hunting manual or whatnot, because none of the victims apparently got gutted or clean. So that was a little bit too much. But yeah, with the sadistic stuff on the porn and whatnot, that was very icky. You know what I mean? And but again, someone could be a sicko, but at the same time, that don't mean he did it. He confessed to it, just like Bryan Kohberger. And it has a lot of similarities within the case. But remember, we learn more about the Bryan Kohberger case. Even though with the Sealman, we end up knowing more about the Bryan Kohberger case thanks to Ann Taylor, because she forced some issues to come up to the light while she was trying to get rid of evidence that the judges should have got rid of. And that's why we learn a little bit more about the Idaho 4 than this case. In this case, in my opinion, it was a lot of secrecy. Like, I didn't see a try from the defense team to put some evidence under the loop. And okay, you say you have these other evidence, but can we get to the intricacy of it? We are hearing it didn't happen. Way before they even did those scrimmages. Again, after 2 years, you know what I mean? After way before they did, what we call pre-trial scrimmages, right? He just took a plea. That to me, it's like just the similarities between cases And in the way both cases got discarded DNA in the middle of all, which to me should be illegal. Because again, as soon as they got your DNA with the IgG process, they could just they make you the criminal. Like they literally, even though they just have the DNA that they have on the crime scene, they have to make yours to be close to that. If the DNA in the crime scene was from a white American European male, and you are a white European male, you are cooked. That's why I don't believe in the IgG. I don't believe in the way the cops get to use the IgG without probable cause to get you DNA. I feel that's illegal. But the whole point of this is that utilizing the IgG in these methods, they trap you. Because as soon as they got the IgG to say that, yeah, he's very close to be the person. But I mean, we don't have a direct hit because you will never get a direct hit. If you didn't got a direct hit, when you run it, pair and compare, the IgG will make a pair. That's the problems with the IgG. I don't trust it because you could make it look like whatever you want to make it look like. So as soon as in court, Bryan, Kohberger, and Rex, it's like, whoa, your DNA wasn't the crime scene. It's over. Because if you ask these IgG people how you got to the conclusion that that was my close to be my DNA, they tell you, oh no, we can't share that with you because that's, investigative techniques that we could. Shut the fuck up. You might as well tell me right now because you cannot, in my opinion, if you don't tell me how these work and how you got to the conclusion that that was my DNA or close to be my DNA, you better be very specific and explain to me how the fuck you did it. Or if not, you're not gonna fucking do nothing against me. Ain't no charge could proceed using IgG without you telling me how the fuck you do it. It doesn't make no sense that you're gonna keep key information when you're prosecuting someone with IgG. It just, I feel that it's just not fair because entrap people. Because the IgG say like, yeah, you was close to be. And that's all they use. And then everything else around is just a spaghetti on the wall to make it look bad. But your DNA is there. So then all the other circumstantial evidence, not solid, let's listen, not solid, circumstantial evidence, just because they said that your DNA was in the crime scene, all the circumstantial evidence will apply. But they first trap you with the DNA because everything else will fit as a domino effect. Help me, Rhonda say it's like they all started dropping bodies there. Yeah, it's like you think about it. For example, if this was corrupted cops while they in duty, remember this is years ago. If there was a corrupted cop in duty on his undercover car, if this was cops doing this, they just frame Rex. Because their wife at home cannot know that while I'm at work, I'm just having sex with prostitutes and then killing them and dropping them. I'm a cop. You cannot. Come on, man. Don't look at me. What are you talking about? I was eating donuts. You know what I mean? But big shout out to help me, Rhonda. No, I totally feel you, Rhonda. I'm with you though. It seems like this was